2020 Summerland here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Fantastic little couples camper, something that could be SUV towable, provided you've got proper tow packaging, as it only comes in 4,240 pounds, as this one is built and equipped. Keep in mind, speaking of equipment, the one we have in stock might be different from this video, so don't take this thing for gospel. It's just here for advertising and educational purposes, really. So let's get dug in. This is a, I called it a Summerland. It's technically a Summerland series from Springdale. Summerland's always been part of Springdale. They're on the same shell. This is just kind of, think of it like the LS to the LT or the LX. This is just a camper. It's not an RV with a fireplace and a ceiling fan and all this extra stuff. It's just a camper. This is something for a couple people who want to do a little casual camping here and there, and they don't want to break the bank doing it. No slide little 24-foot camper, including tongue and bumper or whatnot. Very easy length, easy to tow, about a 20-foot box, you know. Harkens back to the days of yore, so to speak. Although, there are still some intelligent upgrades on here. The things you're going to use every day, you'll see touched up. Like this does have a power awning with easy adjustment awning arms. It's easy that way. It's simple. You know, when the arms come out, it literally only takes 2 fingers, and you can pitch that awning about, what, 10-12 inches. It works really well. Just like your big brother Springdale, we still have the bigger, wider 30-inch baggage doors and a very generous front cargo space. And on a small trailer, every ounce counts. Storage is a really big deal on a small trailer. You'll see, you know, easier swap out 20-pound tanks on here as opposed to the bigger 30-pound tanks on a Springdale. Both have their advantages. 20 pounds you can swap out any day of the week. They're lighter, they're smaller, they're easier to handle. 30 pounds give you more time between refills, so you just don't got to deal with it as often. So both are cool in different ways. You know, still a little outside utility shower here next to your dump station. Very handy. Just you know, my camper, I don't have one of those, and I always kind of wished it did. It's something I wished I always had. What I have to do is I have to have a Y splitter coming off the water line from the park, and I have to decide, do I want water to my trailer or water to my little cleanup station? That is just so convenient having that built in. Now you're going to see little things that make a big difference on here. Like if you look at the height of your aluminum side panels, this one here matches about the height of my hand. Now if you look up top, you actually have 2 really small panels. They cut those in half essentially, maybe a little bit smaller. What this is doing is it's fighting heat expansion. When the sun starts beating on this trailer in the middle of summer, this wall wants to stretch. Things get bigger in the heat most of the time. Well, when your top bands here are shorter, that means you experience less expansion up near your roof to wall seam. That is a massively important structural item right there, where this roof meets that sidewall. And if you eliminate any ounce of stress on that thing, you greatly reduce your opportunity for leaks and failures. Now this is a big rear U-dinette, so you actually maintain also a big rear storage pocket out here, kind of like you would on a bunkhouse, but in a non-bunk trailer. And what I love about this, people go crazy over rear living rooms for these big windows, right? Well, this little 20-foot no-slide guy has those same big windows, and every window on this opens for ventilation. You know, this is just a sweet little weekend couples camper. I don't think this is something you want to haul to Florida and retire in, but for a person like me who only goes out a time or 2 a year and just wants something, you know, nice to put your head down in and then go outside, this is perfect. This is so cool for that respect. Not to mention, being smaller and lighter, it's going to tow easily, you're going to change lanes more easily, it's going to park easily. And even though, again, this is the Summerland versus the Springdale, the LS versus the LT, if you will, we still have like a little door strut there so that this door doesn't swing open and crash against that awning and cause problems. Again, they put kind of like foolproof, idiot-proof things in there for idiots like me. The floor decking in here is a one-piece floor. There are no seams in this floor deck. It's a material called Dynaspan. It comes in 24-foot by 8-foot lengths. So there's nowhere that they had to put a seam in this floor. That means that there's nowhere where boards can bounce and jump and get off kilter going down the road. It's just smooth. Again, it's one of those reasons we don't have problems with our Springdales. They don't come back with problems. All your interior lighting as of the 16 season is LED, and they're good quality elements. They do a good job in here. Thankfully, with these big rear windows, I really don't need to kick on a whole lot of light, so I'm just going to turn on 1 or 2 of these real quick. This is called, oh shoot, what decor is this? Hold on, I want to say that this is Sea Mist. I dropped my notepad, that makes things convenient. Yes, this is called Sea Mist, but keep in mind, the video may not be exactly the same as the unit in stock. So, what we have here, we've got a front walk-around bed, which is behind us currently. I'm facing the rear of the trailer. We've got a middle kitchen, middle bath, and this rear U-dinette here, which is where you're going to spend the majority of your living time. This can fold down, by the way, into like almost an 8-foot wide bed, pretty darn close. So you can actually fit a big, tall adult here. Now, under here, we have our furnace, but under the back section, under this section, we do have storage, so there is good storage all over the place. Again, giant windows all over the place. They all open for ventilation. I also like the fact that even here on a more base level camper, not a big fancy RV, we still have like little curtains on the side, so when you drop your blinds, you do have privacy. Outlets. They put outlets where you're going to be sitting and potentially sleeping here, and they did extend these rear back supports, whatever you want to call them, a little bit, so you could almost use that like an alarm clock or phone charging shelf. It's actually very multifunctional in that respect. Oh, something I just noticed. This rear wall panel is a darker accent wall as compared to this, to help that kind of feel a little bit more open. And though this is obviously a smaller trailer, I don't really feel cramped in here. You know, this is a great little 1-2 person weekend camper, maybe a grandkid here or there. Big pantry too. Again, storage is always something that's a premium in a small trailer, and you get plenty of it. You also still have central heat in this trailer, which is a really nice asset. Nice little touches like they're using stainless appliances. Even here in the Summerland series of a Springdale, the baseline series, it helps break up all the wood tones and whatnot, and it makes it, open up a little bit. And I love little things like when I see a little level change on a countertop there. I like things to be three-dimensional, not flat. Your radio down here is also Bluetooth enabled. It's AM, FM, and Bluetooth. So you don't necessarily need to bring along a whole lot of extra electronics. Most of the things you're going to use every day, they're there. Now, most of your Summerland series is not going to include a TV from the factory. Again, this video might be different. This one does not. The next one might. I don't know. But you could put a TV here against the wall. Because this is a wood skeleton trailer, there are places to do that. And they even tell you they made a specific wall backer behind that wall panel to hang a TV. I probably wouldn't put much more than a 22-inch there, but you don't need a 40-inch TV in this little floor plan. Neat little things. Residential outlets and USB plugs for a perfect little phone charging station. This little orange jumper indicates that even this base level camper is still satellite prepped. So if you want to go in the middle of the sticks but still want some good TV, this still gives you the option of doing that. We have a giant sink with a pull-out sprayer type faucet right here, so you can actually clean big stuff when you're out there. Take a look at the bathroom. Even here in a baseline camper, we still have a nice foot flush stool so you can keep your face away from your business. And here in a baseline camper, we still have shower wall surround paneling so that the water that sprays off our body doesn't run into this wall panel and potentially start, steam up and peel off the wallpaper. Kind of like the way you'd peel a stamp off an envelope. Just steam it, You don't run into that here. Front walk-around bed that is easily walked around. That's something I like, and there's full storage under this. And again, with power outlets right against the headboard with an accent colored wall to help this feel a little deeper and a little bit more open. So again, ideal couples camper because you don't have to sleep on a bench. You don't have a crappy corner bed. I'm not a fan of corner beds, obviously, because you always have to roll over one another, and it's impossible to get sheets to fit the thing, Both sides of your bed here also have these big deep stands because of that big pass-through storage. That means that you've got a big CPAP stand with an outlet right next to your head, so you don't have to have cords and cables and hoses dangling around everywhere. LED spotlight above here, crank up TV antenna here, and just a fun little thing, we've got a little laundry chute on this side, so you can keep your laundry basket right down here. And you don't think about it when you're camping. You don't usually have a place to put your previous day's clothes. Now you do. It's easy. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Goldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, happy camping, everyone. Have some fun.